Whether you are buying, selling, or leasing real estate, I want to talk to you and equip you with some information that you're going to need now and as long as there's credit and money involved in real estate transaction. Hi, my name is Julie Loving Scott, the Oasis Element, providing an oasis of hope in the land of real estate. Welcome to my page, and I hope you subscribe to be notified when I post videos or even when I go live, so you can always be up to date and informed on what to do concerning real estate and even with finances. I am also a certified financial and career coach, but I focus more on the financial side because it impacts real estate. So, as a licensed realtor and certified financial coach, I strive to give you information that you can use now and pass it on for generations to come. So let's get started. My first group of people I want to talk to are sellers. Sellers, when you are preparing to sell a home, when you make up your mind that this is what we're going to do, we're going to sell a home, I strongly recommend that you start out with getting in contact with a licensed real estate professional. There is a difference. Some states do not require you to have a license to buy and sell real estate. So that's why you want to be connected with a licensed real estate professional, also known as a realtor. They may be referred to as a real estate agent. Those words are used interchangeably, but I recommend a licensed real estate professional, which is a realtor. If you don't know where to find one, you can just call Julie at 915-539-0524, because I'm with a brokerage that is not only national, but they're international, and currently they are number one around the world. I'm able to connect you whether you're here in Texas or around the world with a licensed real estate professional. Now, when you get with them, I recommend that you request a current market analysis. It may be called a home valuation. This will allow you to see what your competition is going to be in the area, what other homes have sold for in the area, and it'll help you with coming up with a realistic asking price for your home. You may have a desired amount that you want to make, but you want to make sure you price your home to be able to achieve your goal. And ultimately, that is you walking away netting the dollar amount that you choose to net, as well as selling it as quickly as you can, because you don't want your home to sit on the market for a really long time. Also, whether you are working with me or another licensed real estate professional, I recommend that you get a pre listing inspection. You may want to consider doing that even before you connect with a realtor, because what this does is let you know the issues that you may have said wasn't a problem. You've learned how to live around it. However, this is something that would come up on an inspection report when the buyer has their private inspection completed. So if you get a pre-listing inspection done, then you'll know ahead of time what needs to be repaired. You can go ahead and make a decision on what you will and will not repair, and be able to provide that information to the buyer that approaches you with an offer. So that would be the pre-listing home inspection. Also, if home warranties are offered in your area, I recommend that you get a home warranty while the home is listed if you don't already have one. If you do have a home warranty, contact the home warranty company to find out what they will require you to do when you put the home on the market. Okay, so for our sellers, we want to connect with the real estate professional, request a current market analysis or home valuation, perform a pre-listing inspection, and also have not only your homeowner's insurance, but have a listing home warranty or a home warranty on the home during the time of listing. Okay, now to my buyers. Buyers, again, at the beginning, always, when you make up your mind, you know what, I want to do this, I want to buy a home. Connect with a licensed real estate professional, also known as a realtor. And once you connect with them, I would say before you contact them or immediately after you contact them, you take it upon yourself to go online to one of the reputable sites to be able to get your three FICO scores from the credit reporting services. This is going to be of most importance if you have to finance. Now, if you have the cash, that's a different story. There's other things that you will need to do if you have cash. With cash, you need to make sure that it's properly accounted for, that it has been placed into a banking institution in a proper way where it is seasoned, and your realtor will be able to explain that to you. Um, so you will be able to close. You'll know when you can close because the money has to sit in the bank for a certain amount of time for them to be able to account for it, to be able to know where it came from. There are some factors that are involved with cash purchases. So be sure to get that information from your realtor. Now, if you need to finance, go ahead after you check your credit, go ahead and pull your last 2 months bank statements. Go ahead and get your last 2 months of pay stubs, or however you get your income, whether it's through investments or retirement. Make sure you have the last 2 months history of your income. Then, when you get with your real estate professional, have them direct you how you need to go, because some new construction, new home builders, they prefer that you use certain lenders. They're called preferred lenders. There are certain benefits or incentives involved with you using their preferred lender. So if you are looking at getting a new home, preview some new construction with the realtor and be able to find out who it is that you may have to qualify with in order to be able to move forward with the purchase of a new home. That being said, after I got to back up a little bit. Let me back up. At your credit, you want to make sure you have at least a 620 or a 640. I know there are some lenders that say they can work with a 580. However, the better your score, the better your interest rate is, and there are other opportunities that open up to you. Whether you're a first time home buyer or if it's your fifth home, you want to make sure your credit is as good as possible. And when you step over into the 700 arena, I want to tell you all, it's real different up here at the 700s. So when you get past that 720, when you hit 730, it gets even better up there. So you want to make sure that you find out from your realtor what credit score should you have. And always keep in mind that the FICO score that you will receive as a consumer is not the same as what the industry, the mortgage companies receive. There are over 200 different algorithms that are used, and different lenders use different algorithms, but it's not the same as what we have access to for free, and even the paid credit reports that we're able to see. So you're going to connect with the licensed real estate professional. You're going to check your credit yourself to make sure you're at least at the minimum requirement to be able to qualify for a mortgage if you're doing that. If you're paying with cash, you want to make sure that cash is properly accounted for, and seasoned, so you will be able to use that when you close. And you want to find out from the closing lawyer or closing title company what is required for you to be able to prove, or source the cash that you're going to use to close. Now, for our lenders, the ones that are going to need a mortgage, our buyers that are going to need a mortgage, you want to be able to know whether or not you're going to be required to use a particular lender if you're going to purchase a new home, or if you're doing a resale home. You want to make sure that you are pre-approved, and not just pre-approved. Let me take that back. You want to be, I said it right, it's pre-approved. You want to be pre-approved. And no, we're not going to take out these bloopers because I'm a real person and real stuff happens when I'm talking to people. So that being said, you want to make sure you are pre-approved. There's a difference in pre-approval and pre-qualification. Pre-qualification means they looked at your credit based on what you said. You should qualify for this dollar amount. But if you're pre-approved, they have verified your income. They've considered your credit. They review your debt to income ratio. And again, your realtor or licensed real estate professional will be able to guide you concerning the terminology that I'm using. Also, um, I need you to remember that there are fees that will not be covered, whether you're in the first time home buyers program, whether you're using VA, whether you're using any other programs that may be out there. Please always know what fees you will still be required to pay for out of pocket. Here in Texas, mortgages do not cover your required down payment. There may be some down payment assistance, and sometimes that does not cover all of the down payment that's required for you. It does not cover paying for a home inspection, termite inspection, your appraisal. These are fees that you need to be prepared for, along with the dollar amount that you're required to pay for out of pocket. Um, Now, the big thing, I really want to talk to my buyers about this. The big thing I need you to be prepared for is what mortgage companies call mortgage reserves. A lot of times this gets missed. I've even had lenders kind of forget to bring this up. And so this is a big deal. It's not necessarily money that you're going to need during the transaction. Mortgage reserves are the funds that the lender requires you to have in the bank. I know most of the time it's at least 3 months of reserves, and that's just in case there's a breakdown in the system like it was in 2020 and like it was in 2008, where people were laid off, they lost their job for 3, 6, some even 12 months. So lenders are going to see if you are positioned to be able to keep your home should you get laid off, should you be sick or unable to go to work, even should we have another crisis. They want to make sure that you will be able to survive, be able to pay your mortgage, be able to pay your bills, and still have somewhat of a life during your crisis situation. So please keep in mind, if you are not paying cash, if you have to get a mortgage loan, you're going to need to make sure you have your earnest money, your option money, or your due diligence money, depending on what state you're in. You need to be positioned to be able to pay for your home and termite inspection. You need to be positioned to be able to pay for your home appraisal. And one more thing, you want to have funds to be able to pay for home repairs. Even though you have an inspection done and you negotiate with the seller about repairs, this is for cash buyers too. Just because you negotiate about repairs, if the seller says, I'm not going to do it, if a lender says it's required, or you feel it's something that needs to be done before closing, you want to make sure you have the funds to be able to take care of that yourself. Um, Sellers are not required to just say yes to whatever you ask for. So, again, to my sellers and my buyers, even those that are leasing, you want to make sure that you're connected with a licensed realtor. And for those that are leasing, I'm going to take this last minute to talk to my people that are renting and leasing. I understand there's a situation that sometimes buying is just not economically feasible for you. It's not the best option for your situation, and that's okay. However, if it's possible where you are, please again connect with a licensed real estate professional, a realtor, to help guide you. Be willing to pay that realtor to be able to assist you with verifying the availability of a home, opening the door for you, because getting into rentals to see them before you put in a rental application is paramount for you. Also, the application process. The realtor is able to find out how that is to be done, what you need to be prepared to pay for the application fee, how much you need to be prepared for down payment, and how much you need to be prepared for it to pay rent. So I hope that these few minutes has been worth it for you to continue watching. Please make sure you subscribe, give me a heart, give me a like, and share this information with someone that you know that is interested in either buying, selling, or leasing. And at the end of the day, if you need assistance with real estate in these United States of America, just call Julie at 915-539-0524. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye bye.